Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, and I thought I'd bring you along to see, cook with me 3 finger food ideas that you could use for like a brunch or for something for the holidays. I know Christmas is over, but you still got New Year's, and it's just nice to have finger foods and not make an actual meal, or if you have some people coming over, or if it's just you and your family and you just want to lay it out on a little buffet style and snack all day and just lay around your PJs. It's nice to have that type of thing. So I'm going to show you the 3 that I choose and that I'm going to make, and hopefully you enjoy this. Cheers! So the first appetizer I already put together because I decided to do this video after the fact, so I apologize. And you probably all have made it, but I just wanted to show you it's already cooking. I just took a bag of frozen meatballs. These I got at Kroger's. A lot of times I get them from Aldi's. This is my homemade cranberry sauce that I made in November 22. I used half of it for my party. There's biscuits. The other half was still in the fridge, so I wanted to use it up. So I used my cranberry sauce and a jar of the chili sauce. Put it in the crock pot. And there it is. After a couple hours, well, it's been 3 hours on, 2 hours on high. Now I do let the meatballs sit out for about 20-25 minutes first, and then throw them in, so that way there's less ice crystals and stuff to water down the sauce. But look at how good they are looking, and they smell amazing. The house smells so good. So that's a nice last minute appetizer. I always keep a jar of chili sauce in the pantry along with either my cranberry sauce or a jar of jam, whatever jam you have on hand. It could be grape, it could be raspberry, it could be whatever, or barbecue sauce. And then I always keep what else was I gonna say? Oh, the chili sauce. I always keep a jar of chili sauce because it's only like $1 or something at Aldi. Keep it in the pantry, so that way if I ever need a quick appetizer for friends coming over or whatever, bam, it's done. It is the easiest thing to throw together, and everyone loves it. So it's so good. Nice, easy. You gotta have like a staple appetizer and a savory one, a staple dessert, stuff like that. If you like to do, what do you call it? Entertaining. So there you go. There's one. Okay, so this one we're going to do the pinwheels. I know, a lot of these are just common appetizers, but finger foods, you know what I mean? So they're just finger foods. So you can just snack and graze all day if you want to. Now this one, I'm using the low-carb tortillas. You can use whatever you have. This is what I always have on hand. So I'm trying to use things I have on hand already in my house, which I do keep things pretty stocked up well. So I also have carrots on hand. Now I want shredded carrots in this, and I do have some broccoli browns that I bought at the store last week, so I'm going to use these up and put this in here. Now this one, I may make an extra one for Chris and I. This one I'm actually taking to a family Christmas, and a family member does not eat meat, so I'm trying to do this one vegetarian style. So we're going to do the cream cheese. Now this is what I have this. I got it, I think, at Aldi's, and I had it in the fridge for a while, so I want to get it used up, or at least I can use it. I'd rather have the one that's the garlic and herb or whatever, but that's not what I have on hand. I'm not going to go out and just buy it when I have perfectly good cream cheese right here that's whipped. Then I'm going to add things to make it more garlicky and herby. So that's what I'm going to do with this. So you'll spread this on. Then you put any veggies or whatever you want in it. You can put I might have some red peppers. I have to go look. But I'm going to do some carrots. You can see I started doing my own shredded carrots because I'm not going to go to the store and buy them when I have a bag of carrots in the fridge, and I can just do it myself. So I'm going to shred them up. This is going to go in there. Pieces of the broccoli. I'll see what peppers I have. This person is kind of finicky, so I'm not going to put like onion or something like that in there, but I will do onion powder, garlic powder mixed in with the cream cheese or sprinkled on it, and stuff like that to give it that extra oomph. And I'm pretty sure I made these for this person before, so we should be good to go with these. And they're always good. They're always yummy. So it's a nice little heartier snack. We do like an appetizer Christmas with them, and to be honest with you, I like appetizer dinners and lunches and Christmases and stuff like that. These I'm not going to throw away. I'm going to put them in a bag. They go in the freezer with onion pieces, all kinds of pieces, so I can make broth later on once I get a full bag of scraps, veggie scraps. So these are the good ones. All right, so let's get doing this and see how creative we can get and roll these up. And then you put them in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and then you can pull them back out, slice them up, and we can platter them up and stick them back in until I need them later on. Okay, yes, I do have some red peppers. They're getting a little shrivelly. It doesn't matter. We're just going to cut them up and stick in this. I have a couple more too. So I'm just going to keep shredding these in little sections down here. I'm only doing 4 because they'll cut up to be 4 tortillas because they'll cut up to be probably 5 pieces a piece. We'll see. So I'm not doing long strides. I'm just going to do short strides. You can obviously do this in a food processor. I didn't want to dirty it, and I'm only doing a little bit, so I'm not going to dirty it for that. This is my Christmas too. Christmas to me is not doing much cooking or cleaning, taking a break. Even though I enjoy it all, I still want a break, right? Slippery little sucker when it gets down to the end. Okay. Okay, so there's my carrots, there's my broccoli, there's my red pepper. Now I am going to spread the cream cheese on the tortilla. You could take the cream cheese, mix it in a bowl if you want with herbs or garlic or whatever. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spread the cream cheese on and then put garlic powder over top, stuff like that. So, all right, start with 1. So I'll show you how I do 1, which this is not a big exciting appetizer, but they're tasty and a lot of people like them, right? And they're just a good finger food to have. They're good for lunches. They're good for just keeping them in the fridge. Whoops, I tore a piece. Not bad. If you don't have this cream cheese, spreadable, just use regular cream cheese. If you have it in the fridge, you heat it up a little bit, it's spreadable. We just want to make sure we get it to the edges. Nothing worse than those end parts, you know, that barely have anything on them. And you're like, come on. Okay. Now, before I put anything on, this is what I'm going to sprinkle with whatever herbs or whatever I want on it. Okay, I do just a hint of a seasoning salt, very lightly. Onion powder. And garlic powder. Now, if you have people that don't like onion, I swear, onion powder a lot of times does not bother them. They just don't like the texture or the harshness of a regular onion. So go ahead and use your onion powder. Now we're going to sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle our goodies. Do a little red for Christmas. I may have to cut up more, but I didn't want to overcut, so it's not a big deal if I have to. Just want to make sure you get some in every bite. We're going to be rolling it up. How pretty that is. A little more broccoli. This way you know it's all kind of evenly done. They're small pieces, so it's not too much when you go to bite into it. Okay, I think we're good. Press down. You don't have to. It's an added touch. And then tightly roll. There. That's done. So now we'll put that aside. I'll cut it after they're going to go in the fridge for a little bit, and then we'll cut them. So I'm just going to set that aside for right now. We'll do the rest up and get them done. Okay, all three are together. Smoosh. I'll carrot over here. And I used everything up and I didn't have to chop anymore. So that means I still have carrots left, obviously. And I still have a thing of broccoli. So I can always use that later on in the week, or if I need it for other appetizers, something like that. Just fall apart. Oh, I guess I could throw it on here. So that's nice, so I can get more out of that. Plus I could always make these again, or 1 or 2 roll-ups for something, if needed, for like a lunch snack. I think I got too much carrot in this. What is going on? It won't stay shut. Let me put a little more glue on there. Cream cheese. It's the glue. There we go. That's why it's important to get it to the end, because it's kind of the little glue that holds this little guy together. That itch. Okay. Flatten. All right. Okay, we're gonna put them in the fridge, let them sit up, and then we will slice them up. Okay, so for our next one, I'm gonna try and do this pizza roll, or this pizza crescent candy cane. I think that is super cute. And it's because I have 1 can from Thanksgiving, it's still good, in my fridge. And this only takes 1 can. So, crescent rolls that I want to use up before the holidays are over. Takes mozzarella. I have pepperoni. I have plenty of pepperoni in my fridge. So we're going to use that. And then pizza sauce, which I have canned downstairs. So I'm going to go downstairs and get it. But it only takes 2 tablespoons. So I might just use a little, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to do my pizza sauce or just a little 8-ounce can of tomato sauce and add seasonings. But it has a little video. If you go to Pillsbury.com, this is where I found it. So you can go there and find the actual instructions and a video to do it. But you're going to have pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni slices, or sausage, whatever you want to put in there. A little bit of butter and Italian seasoning probably to go over top of it when you're done. But you can see how it's showing. We're going to be overlapping it. We cut all the triangles in half lengthwise, and then it'll give us 16 to work with. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, let's get this open. You know, this is always fun. What the heck? Okay. Watching Christmas in the Cranks, with Cranks in the background. And I paused it, but obviously not well enough. Okay, let's see. Separate them all. I've never done this before. I've done, obviously, where you just roll it up with the sauce. But to put it in a candy cane shape, oops. Uh-oh. No worries. I'm going to mend it back together. There we go. Okay. So, what we're supposed to do is cut it down the middle. Use a pizza cutter or a sharp knife. And then I guess I got all these in the way. Don't you come over here. No, stay. None of this is for you. I'll continue doing this. So you guys, I thought I was talking to you, but I was not. I was talking to myself apparently. But, so I'm lining them all up and I'm smushing the base because this is where the sauce is gonna go. But then I'm thinking some of these were a little small or thin, so I took pieces at the tips and kind of mended it in here. So I think I'm running out of space. So I'm gonna assess the situation and get back with you. Okay, so I decided to use my own pizza sauce that I canned in August of 23. Again, using what I have. So I know I have extras here. I think once these get rolled up, then you curve it around, but I may add on to it. I just don't have any room on it. Guess we probably don't want it too mushy. Plus, you can always dip your bites in the marinara sauce too when you're done, or pizza sauce, whatever the hell this is. Pretty much the same. Okay, wow, that's fine. Put some mozzarella cheese on, and then my pepperonis are large. You could use the mini pepperonis, which would be ideal for this, but I'm just going to cut these up. We like cheese. Alright, I'm going to cut up my pepperoni real quick. Okay, so I guess you're supposed to fill this up. I feel like my my triangles are... Oh, they will rise, right? That's right. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's okay. And it's still going to taste good. So what do we care? I'm going to, like, pinch them. Yeah, see, this one got a little elongated. I'm going to fold that over for measure. Stability. Yeah, some that are a little longer and stretched out. I'm just tucking. I love coming up with things with stuff I have around the house. I'm telling you, it's probably one of my favorite things to do. I told the story probably a couple years ago when I first started YouTube. But I used to work with a young girl that was still kind of learning to cook. She liked to experiment and stuff, but she just, was still learning. And she'd have, like, if something was coming up or she needed something for something, whatever, for a little party to go to or something, she would panic because, she didn't have a lot of money. She was a young mom, single mom. And she would call me up and ask me, I'd say, okay, what do you got in your cupboard? What do you got in your fridge? What do you got in your freezer? And then we would come up with something together, and it always worked out great, and she loved it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh my God, I'm scared to do this. Scared. Why did they make it look so simple on this stupid website? Like, what the hell? Hold on. All right, we're gonna see how this goes. I thought I'd try this. So you know what I'm also gonna do? I'm gonna turn that one and continue because I have more, right? So I don't wanna break it. Oh, let go. Oh, let go. Great. Just great. Okay, but it's gotta be pushed together here. I don't know if this is, I can't get my video to play. They have a video on their site. I can't get the video to play, but we're gonna work with this. Do you think that's gonna be too much? Oh no, because I want to do 2 down, right? At an angle. It's a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. It's not bad though, not bad. I'm pretty sure this is probably supposed to be a bigger pan, but you know, whatever. What ifs? Roll me out. Okay. Or maybe they're supposed to be filled more. Okay. Now I got you. I don't know about this, guys. It is what it is. Ain't what it ain't. Undo this. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Not everything's perfect, right? It's fine. Cheese. Okay, this is the rest of it. So, can you see? Can't even see what I'm laughing at myself about. Okay, okay. See? Came together. It's a candy cane. Kinda. Is what it is. Okay, now what else does it say? Some butter and shit, not sure. Curve one and a strip to form the top of the candy cane brush dough with melted butter and sprinkle with Italian seasoning. Got it. Okay, there it is out of the oven. It looks so good, but it's so warm. So I did put the butter over it with herbs de Provence. There, I turned the light on. Is that better? Look how cute that turned out. Okay, and I cut these all up. Look how beautiful those are. Those are all sliced and put on a plate and ready to go. So I used the pizza cutter to cut it, and look how easily that moves. I mean, it's pretty hot still, so look at that. Yum. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Gives you a few ideas for finger foods for the holidays or for football parties or just little get-togethers for game night, something like that. Also, it was using what I had in the house, correct? So this is kind of a prelude, is that what we say? To, in the next few days, we will be starting again this year the Every Bit Counts Challenge put on by Jessica over at Three Rivers Homestead. So I will leave her information down below. It'll be with a hashtag. Every time you see that hashtag, you can click on that. And when I have a video up, and it'll take you to other people that are doing the same thing, that are using what they have in their homes, what they preserved over the summer, over the fall, from their gardens, whether it be from gardens, from friends giving you stuff, meat, your freezer that you got overloaded, clearance meat, clearance vegetables, anything that you have an abundance of. It's about not going to the grocery store and using what you have as far as your food goes to get it used up so you can get ready and rotate it out of your pantry, out of your freezer, out of your refrigerator, out of, you know, your stockpiles and stuff. And then you can start over again. It's about saving money and not running to the grocery store every time you think you need something, when you can just be creative and figure something out. And that's what I did with these recipes, and I hope you will do the same and join us for the challenge. And it's fun. It's fun. It's all January, sometimes goes into February. So, and you set your kind of your own rules for your own family. So, I'll do another video on that coming up and explaining that more with the first video of like what's for dinner, what I'm coming up with out of my freezer, pantries, and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that in the next few days. I will probably start a hair early, just because it's like between here and New Year's, and I don't have a lot going on, and I'm just gonna cook, and I don't need to be spending any more money. So, and I got plenty of food. So, yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit that little bell. It's free. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. And it really helps out my channel, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and cheers.